survivors of domestic violence, the word refuge implies relief, a place to recover, to be protected, to exhale. But for Hayley K., the safe house she was placed in felt like something else entirely. Confinement, cameras, curfews, locked gates, no community, no reassurance, just silence, and the long echo of trauma. Hayley is a mother of two, a survivor of coercive control, and the founder of Stillproof, a legal tech platform born from desperation. She fled with her children and with thousands of messages no one in law enforcement or family court would read. Stillproof was her answer to that silence. But before it was code, it was a notebook in a locked room and a woman fighting to be believed.
I'm currently still residing in a refuge for my safety. And look, the support systems that were available to me were less than helpful in my situation. Basically, they put you in a house and that's about as far as there's red tape and what support they can sort of give you, everything like that.
Hayley had escaped her abuser, but now lived with new rules, new restrictions, and no roadmap for what came next.
It feels like you've been put in prison for the actions of someone else, and there's no, like, late at night when, you know, the mind's spiraling and there's no reassurance, there's nowhere to reach out to. If you ring these shelters after hours, and they have after hours numbers, they tell you to call Lifeline, or they tell you just to call the police, who don't really, you know, they're not even allowed to come into these facilities unless there's a crime being committed. They're not, you know, they're not even aware of these addresses. Like, it is literally like being put in prison for being abused and without any reassurance that where you are and what you're doing is for your own safety. It's just sort of, here you go, here's some gift cards, order online, don't go out, don't drive your car.
Refuges offer shelter, but in Hayley's case, there was no support for the spiral that came after. Invisibility becomes policy, safety becomes solitary.
I was literally pushed to the point of, is it safer to just take my own life? Right. Is it, like, at this point, and that's a tragic place to be, an absolute devastating place to be. Got to the point sometimes through the relationship where I wrote notes to my children and to my family, because I just felt like if I went, then someone else could step in, take my kids away from this person, and they would be safe. But it's a devastating place to be. And it's, as a mother, the anger rises. So you do become reactive in those situations where someone is making you question whether you are well, they're not even making you question, they're literally telling you are crazy. I mean, you know, and that's how the abuser gains leverage in the situation, is by convincing you that you're the problem. And look, there's massive, massive gaps in the system for helping women like myself escaping, especially, you know, on both sides, whether you've got children or not. The support system's just letting women down, and there's nothing to help. There's nothing where there's no validation for women like myself. There's no reassurance. There's no advocacy, really. Like, it's a really dark, gloomy place to be. They shouldn't be doing this. They should be healing. They should be spending the time healing. They should be getting the help they need. And the gap in the system is massive.
We tell survivors to leave, to be brave, to escape. But until we fix what they run into, escaping is just the beginning of another fight.